to fall, you'll find a Quad City man going round and round with dozens of his closest friends in front of hundreds of his biggest fans. But the man who's made a name for himself at speedways across the region is now in the race of his life. News 8's Chris Williams introduces you to this inspirational Quad Cityan.
He's tough. He's real tough.
He doesn't build a lot of enemies the way he races.
Hershel Roberts makes the rounds behind the scenes like the mayor of the pits at dirt tracks across our region.
He's like a father to all of us here.
The hard-charging racer in the number 58 has 41 years experience behind the wheel, 289 career wins, and 15 series championships. Some of those victories are legendary decades later.
I won the race.
Backwards?
Backwards.
Is that legal?
Well, yeah, it's still, they don't say you have to go forward to win the race.
Kind of a legend around this place.
Well, I never look at it that way. I just got a lot of friends.
Some of these friends are men young enough to be his grandchildren.
He's a competition too, but we're still friends. So.
And despite the respect, they don't give the 67-year-old an inch on the track. Each week they go wheel to wheel, racing for the checkered flag, and Hershel teaches them a few things along the way.
When he passed me about 3 weeks ago on the last lap, the last turn, it was weird. I mean, I was spinning my tires trying to beat him to the line, but at the same time, I was smiling and happy for him too. I'd lose to him every week.
But it's what they've learned from him over the past 3 years that they'll each hold dear for life on and off the track. Because now Hershel is racing against a demon he knows will win someday.
I know eventually it's going to catch up with me. I know right now I'm not as good as I was a year ago or 6 months ago. You can tell in your body.
This is the July, this is the March. And again,
Hershel has stage 4 cancer. 3.5 years ago, the doctor gave him 6 weeks to 6 months to live. As recently as last summer, his doctor called the family together expecting him to die. Each time, Hershel climbs back into the number 58 and keeps on running.
I ain't giving up. I'll guarantee you I'm not going to be giving up, and I'm going to continue doing what I've been doing as long as I can.
His son Ken is the mastermind behind the 58, making the technical decisions at each race, trying to match the car to the conditions. But his loyalty to Dad began decades before the diagnosis. That's him next to Hershel with their first race car.
I've learned more from my dad in the last 3 years, and just values and just who he is. And I can't be more grateful in the last 3 years to be part of this whole process and being around him. And it's made me a better person. I have had a good life. I've had a good family, wonderful wife, wonderful kids. And if it ended today, I couldn't ask for better.
It hasn't ended in part because of this shiny red race car. When he climbs in and fires it up, he doesn't just tool around the track like some sick old man waiting to die.
He's our inspiration, though, to have the problems that he has and to keep racing. It makes you wonder why you complain about the things you complain about.
Hershel Roberts charges through the pack like a man on a mission to live. And his doctors admit what he's accomplished is nothing short of miraculous.
if you have a reason why you want to be around, I think it really helps quite a bit. And I believe his passion for racing is what's driving him, to continue doing how well he's doing.
Every 21 days, Hershel takes chemotherapy in Bettendorf. Despite the pain and exhaustion, he smiles. The days following these treatments are tough. Sometimes he's so weak, he has to be helped from the car.
I'm going to have to go through this the rest of my life. I know that. It ain't something that you look forward to. But I look at it like this here. If I may have 1 week that things are low. I've still got 2 weeks things are up. And there's a lot of people don't have that.
The slow drip of the toxic life-saving drugs and the prick of the needles he can handle. And he does so with a smile. But during our conversation, the smile slowly faded as he revealed what saddens him most about this fight, watching others suffer with cancer.
Is seeing a small child or seeing a young person that's got their whole life ahead of them. That bothers me.
Children are so important to Hershel, he lists the names of his grandchildren on the 58, waves to them in the stands. On autograph night, kids line up to meet the legend, and on this occasion, a woman even wanted Hershel to sign her baby's outfit. Out on the dirt track and in the pits, racing is a refuge from cancer. But even here, there's no escaping the reminder of the demon who's gaining ground.
These here are chemo pills.
2 handfuls of medicine fuel him for just a few more hours, just long enough for one more chance to win. But on this special Sunday night in East Moline, behind the face shield of Hershel's helmet, the strain was beginning to set in. We spent 3 weeks chasing this champion, but for the first time, he showed signs of slowing. Just days before, the latest blood work came back with bad news. The cancer is beginning to take hold in his bloodstream again, leaving Hershel to wonder how many more races he has left.
I want to be remembered as a good father, a good husband, a good family man, honest, a man that's always treated people the way he wanted to be treated.
On this special Sunday night in East Moline, one more chance to win netted a 6th-place finish. It wasn't what most drivers would call a success, but for 25 laps, 25 magical laps, it was just the therapy Hershel needed. He climbed out of the car feeling a little better and vowing to keep racing from that demon.
I ain't giving up.
Chris Williams, WQAD, Quad Cities News 8.
Last week, after we finished filming this story, the doctor ordered Hershel to temporarily stop racing due to some concerns with his condition. He has another driver filling in behind the wheel for now, but as Hershel says, as soon as he gets back and gets the okay from doctors, he will be back in the number 58 looking for win number 290.
You know what? My money's on Hershel.
Yeah, he's all heart.
I think he'll be back.